Hello students. In the last lecture, we have studied interior angles theorem, alternate angles theorem and corresponding angles theorem. When the lines are parallel, interior angles are supplementary. This is called interior angles theorem. When lines are parallel, alternate angles are congruent. This is called alternate angles theorem. And if lines are parallel, corresponding angles are congruent. This is called corresponding angles theorem. Today we are going to apply those theorems to prove one theorem, which the sum of measures of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree. After that, we are going to study interior angle test, alternate angles test and corresponding angles test, and we will solve practice set 2.2. Okay, so let us start with the theorem. The sum of measures of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Continue. Here theorem. How will I write this in conditional form? If the figure is a triangle, then sum of measures of its all angles is 180 degree. Here I have taken triangle ABC, any triangle. So the given part is triangle ABC is any triangle. What is to be proved part? To prove part is measure angle BAC plus measure angle ABC plus measure angle ACB is 180 degree. Okay, construction. Through point A, I will draw a line which is parallel to side BC. This line, suppose this is line PQ, this line is parallel to this side. Now, at this angle, can you see this angle, which is at PAB and angle ABC? See, these are two angles. They form shape Z. So these are alternate angles. And if lines are parallel, then alternate angles are congruent. Look at the board. Proof. Line PQ parallel side BC. This is line PQ parallel side BC. Segment AB is the transversal. So this angle, which is this angle ABC, is congruent to angle PAB. Reason for this is alternate angles theorem. Now, second statement. Line PQ is parallel to side BC and segment AC is the transversal. Line PQ parallel to side BC, segment AC is the transversal. This angle ACB is congruent to this angle. Reason for this is angle ACB congruent angle QAC, alternate angles theorem. Now, I will add statement number 1 and statement number 2. How to add this? We should add left hand side to left hand side. Angle ABC plus angle ACB. Angle ABC plus angle ACB is equal to angle PAB plus angle QAC. Adding statement 1 and 2. Now here I am getting two angles. Sum of two angles of a triangle. Now I will add angle BAC, that is third angle, to both the sides. So what I will get, angle ABC plus angle ACB plus angle BAC is equal to, here I am adding angle BAC to left hand side, again angle BAC to right hand side. So angle PAB plus angle QAC plus angle BAC. Now this angle QAC and angle BAC, if I add this, I will get this angle. This is angle QAB, which is addition of QAC and CAB. So if I add this, I will get QAB. Now, left hand side is angle ABC plus angle ACB plus angle BAC. See what is right hand side. Right hand side is angle PAB and angle QAB. This is angle PAB and this one is angle QAB. They form linear pair, and we know that linear pair angles are supplementary, means their sum is 180 degree. So angle PAB plus angle QAB is equal to 180 degree. Hence, we have proved the sum of measures of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Interior angles test for parallel lines. Here, if interior angles formed by a transversal of two distinct lines are supplementary, then the two lines are parallel. The part of the statement between if and then, this is called given part. Interior angles formed by two distinct lines are supplementary. This is given part, and lines are parallel is to prove part. So I have taken line AB and line CD, and line XY is the transversal, intersect line AB in point P, line CD in point Q. One more thing is given. Angle BPQ, that this angle plus this angle is 180 degree. What type of angles are these? They form shape C. It means they are interior angles. It is given that interior angles are supplementary. To prove part, line AB parallel line CD. We'll use indirect proof over here. What do you mean by indirect proof? In indirect proof, we assume that whatever we have to prove is wrong. So here, what I will assume, suppose line AB is not parallel to line CD. It means lines are not parallel. We have assumed. So if lines are not parallel, then lines are intersecting line. They intersect at point P. So I will draw a line over here. Separate figure. Line, this is AB, this is line CD, intersect at point T. Therefore, I will get triangle PQT. So, triangle PQT is formed, and we know that in triangle PQT, this angle plus measure of this angle is 180 degree. That is, sum of measures of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Angle TPQ plus angle PQT plus angle PTQ is equal to 180 degree. But this angle is nothing but this angle. And this angle is nothing but this angle PQD, and we know that their sum is 180 degree. So angle TPQ plus angle PQT, the sum is given as 180 degree. Substituting, what I will get over here, angle PTQ is 0 degree. Angle PTQ is equal to 0. It means this line PT and line QT are not two distinct lines and they coincide. But this is contradiction to our assumption that lines are distinct lines, and therefore our assumption that what was our assumption? Lines are not parallel. Line AB is not parallel to line CD is wrong, and therefore what we have proved, line AB is parallel to line CD. This is called interior angles test for the parallel lines. Understood? If interior angles are supplementary, then those lines are parallel to each other. Alternate angles test for parallel lines. Theorem: if alternate angles formed by a transversal of two distinct lines are congruent, then the two lines are parallel. It means if alternate angles are congruent, I have to prove lines are parallel. Here given line X and line Y, two distinct lines are given. Line Z is transversal, angle A and B, they form Z shape, therefore they are alternate angles which are congruent. So given part is line Z is the transversal of line X and Y. Angle A is congruent to angle B. What I have to prove? Line X is parallel to line Y. Now, proof. First one, I will take angle C over here. See what type of angles are these? Angle A and angle C. Suppose this is angle A and this one is angle C. What type of angles are these? These are linear pair angles, and we know that linear pair angles are supplementary. It means their sum of their measures is 180 degree. Therefore, angle A plus angle C is 180 degree. But what is given to me? Angle A is congruent to angle B. This is given. So I will replace this angle A by angle C. So replacing A by B, what I will get? Angle B plus angle C is 180 degree from statement 1 and 2. But angle B and angle C, look at the figure. This is angle B, this one is angle C. They form shape C. It means they form interior angles. But angle B and angle C form pair of interior angles, and whose sum is 180 degree. And therefore, line X is parallel to line Y. The reason for this is interior angles test. As we have proved earlier, if interior angles are supplementary, lines are parallel. Hence, we have proved alternate angles test. Corresponding angles test for parallel lines. Theorem: if corresponding angles formed by a transversal of two distinct lines are congruent, then the two lines are parallel. Here, line A, line B, two distinct lines. Line C is the transversal. Given line C is the transversal of line A and line B. X, this is angle X, this is angle Y. What type of angles are these? These are corresponding angles. And it is given that corresponding angles are congruent. Angle X is congruent to angle Y. This one is given. I have to prove line A is parallel to line B. Now, I will take this angle as angle Z. Now, angle X and angle Z, they form linear pair. Understood? And we know that linear pair angles are supplementary. Proof. Statement number 1. Angle X plus angle Z is 180 degree. Linear pair angles are supplementary. But it is given that angle X is congruent to angle Y. Statement number 2, angle X is congruent to angle Y. This one is given. Now I will replace this angle X by angle Y. So from 1 and 2, what I will get? Here I will replace X by Y. Angle Y plus angle Z is equal to 180. See, this is angle Y. This one is angle Z. They form pair of interior angles. But angle Y, angle Z form pair of interior angles, which we have proved supplementary. Their sum is 180 degree. We have proved in statement number 2. And we know that when interior angles are supplementary, then lines are parallel. Therefore, line A is parallel to line B. Reason interior angles test. Hence, we have proved corresponding angles test. Corollary: if a line is perpendicular to two lines in a plane, then the two lines are parallel to each other. Here, line N is perpendicular to line L. Again, this line N, the same line is perpendicular to line M. So, this is our given part, that one line is perpendicular to two lines. The given part is line N is perpendicular to line L. Again, line N is perpendicular to line M. What I have to prove? Those two lines are parallel to each other. It means to prove part is line L is parallel to line M. Now, proof. First statement, line N perpendicular to line L, line N perpendicular to line M. What do you mean by perpendicular? This at the point of intersection, this angle form is 90 degrees. So I assume this as A, this as B. Line N is perpendicular to line L, therefore angle A is 90 degree. Line N is perpendicular to line M, therefore angle B is also 90 degree. Angle A is congruent to angle B, each 90 degree. But what type of angles are these? Angle A and angle B are corresponding angles, which we have proved are congruent. when corresponding angles are congruent, lines are parallel, therefore line L is parallel to line M. Reason for this is corresponding angles test. We have proved the corollary. If two lines in a plane are parallel to third line, then those two lines are parallel to each other. Here, this is line M is parallel to line L. This is line N parallel to line L. This is given part. Line M parallel to line L, and line N is also parallel to line N. Then what I have to prove? These two lines are parallel to each other. It means line M is parallel to line N. This I have to prove. I have taken one transversal. Let P be the transversal of all these three lines. Suppose this is angle A, this one is angle B, this one is angle C. Now, proof. First statement, line M is parallel to line L. So, what type of angles are these, angle A and angle B? If two lines are parallel, corresponding angles are congruent. This is called corresponding angles theorem. So, angle A is congruent to angle B, corresponding angles theorem. Now, line N is parallel to line L and line P is the transversal. Considering this, I will get angle A and angle C, which are corresponding angles, and lines are parallel, corresponding angles are congruent. Therefore, angle A is congruent to angle C. Reason is corresponding angles theorem. Now, from statement 1, angle A is congruent to angle B. From statement 2, the same angle A is congruent to angle C. So, from 1 and 2, what I will get? Angle B is congruent to angle C. Reason from statement 1 and 2. But again, this B and C are corresponding angles, and we know that when corresponding angles are congruent, then lines are parallel, and therefore line M is parallel to line N. The reason for this is corresponding angles test. So, thus we have proved these two, line M and line N, they are parallel to each other. Now we will solve practice set 2.2. First example. In this figure, angle Y is 108 degree, angle X is equal to 71 degree. Are the lines M and N are parallel? Justify your answer. Okay, here, see, angle X and angle Y, they form pair of interior angles. And we know that if interior angles are supplementary, means their sum is 180 degree, then the lines are parallel. So, I will add angle X and angle Y. Angle X plus angle Y is equal to 71 degree plus 108 degree. This one is given. Addition of 71 and 108 is 179. Therefore, angle X plus angle Y is 179. Which is not 180 degree. Here, interior angles are not supplementary, and therefore line M and line N are not parallel lines. Question number 2. In figure, angle A is congruent to angle B, then prove that line L is parallel to line M. Here, this is the line L, this one is line M, line N is their transversal, this is angle A, this one is angle B, angle A is congruent to angle B, this is given to me. If I consider opposite angle of this angle A, let this is vertically opposite angle of angle A, let it be C. So the first statement is angle A is congruent to angle C, because vertically opposite angles are congruent. But it is given that angle A is congruent to angle B. This is given. And from statement number 1 and 2, angle B is congruent to angle C. But what type of angles are these? Angle B and angle C. This is angle B, this one is angle C. This is pair of corresponding angles which we have proved congruent. And we know that if corresponding angles are congruent, then lines are parallel, and therefore line L is parallel to line M. Reason is corresponding angle test. Hence, we have proved. Question number 3. In figure, angle A is congruent to angle B. This is line L, line M, line N, line K is the transversal. This is angle A, this is angle B. Angle A is congruent to angle B. This one is transversal. Angle X is congruent to angle Y. What I have to prove? Prove that line L is parallel to line N. This line is parallel to this line. This I have to prove. So, construction. As shown in the figure, I will draw line P. So, this is the transversal which is not drawn fully. So, I will draw this transversal, extend this, and I will label this as P. Now, consider the L, this one is line M, and this one is transversal K. Line K is the transversal of line L and line M. I am considering line L and line M, and line K is the transversal. Angle A is congruent to angle B. This one is given to me, but angle A and angle B are corresponding angles which are given congruent, and I know that when corresponding angles are congruent, lines are parallel. Therefore, line L is parallel to line M. Reason is corresponding angles test. Now, we will consider this line M and line N. Line P is the transversal. Angle X is congruent to angle Y. This one is given. What type of angles are these? X and Y. X and Y are alternate angles. And I know that when alternate angles are congruent, lines are parallel. And therefore, line M is parallel to line N. Reason alternate angles test. And therefore, from statement 1 and statement number 2, from statement number 1, I am getting line L is parallel to line M. From statement number 2, I am getting line M is parallel to line M. The first line is parallel to second line, and second line is parallel to third line. Then by transitivity, first line is parallel to third line, and therefore line L parallel line N. Reason is from statement 1, 2 and transitivity. Question number 4. In figure, ray BA is parallel to ray DE. Angle C is 50 degree, angle D is 100 degree. You have to find out angle ABC. First one, construction. Through point C, draw line PQ parallel line DE. Here I am drawing line PQ through point C, and this line PQ is parallel to this line D. It means this line PQ is again parallel to line AB also. Statement number 1, line PQ. This one is line PQ parallel to line DE, and DC is the transversal. So what type of angles are this? This is EDC. This is EDC, and this one is DCP. These are alternate angles, and we know that if lines are parallel, alternate angles are congruent. Therefore, angle EDC is congruent to angle DCP. But it is given that EDC is 100. To measure angle DCP is also 100 degree. So, I will get this angle as 100 degree. Now, angle DCP. Angle DCP is the addition of angle DCB and angle BCP. See, this is angle DCP, which is addition of DCB and BCP. Therefore, angle DCP is equal to angle DCB plus angle BCP. Substituting the values, measure angle DCB is 100 degree is equal to 50 degree plus measure angle BCP. This 50 I will transfer here. Measure angle BCP is 100 minus 50, that is 50 degree. Now look at this part. This is angle ABC. This one I got 50 degree. So I will draw separately. This angle I have to find out. ABC. This I know 50. Now here line PQ. This is line PQ. Line PQ is parallel to line AB and BC is the transversal. So angle ABC and angle BCP, they form interior angles, and we know that if lines are parallel, interior angles are supplementary. Therefore angle ABC plus angle BCP is 180. Value of BC is 50. Substituting angle ABC plus 50 is equal to 180. So angle ABC is 180 degree minus 50 degree. Therefore angle ABC is 130 degree. Question number 5. In figure, ray AE, this is ray AE, parallel ray BD. Ray AF is the bisector of angle EAB. Ray BC is the bisector of angle ABD. Prove that line AF is parallel to line BC. Here, line A is parallel to line BD. Segment AB is the transversal, therefore this angle, which is this angle EAB, is congruent to angle ABD. This is angle EAB congruent angle ABD. Reason, since lines are parallel, alternate angles are congruent. This is called alternate angles theorem. Now, since A is the bisector of angle EAB, this angle is congruent to this angle. Angle EAF is equal to angle BAF is equal to x degree. This is x degree, this is x degree. So what will be this angle EAB? Angle EAB is x plus x to x degree. Now BC, ray BC is the bisector of angle ABD, and therefore angle ABC is congruent to angle CBD, and that is y degree. Let us assume that angle ABC is equal to angle CBD is equal to y degree. From statement 1, what we have proved? EAB is congruent to ABD. How much is EAB? EAB is x plus x, that is 2x, is equal to, how much is angle ABD? ABD, y plus y, that is 2y. Cancelling this 2, what I will get? X is equal to y. But what is the value of x? X is the value of angle, x is the measure of angle FAB, and y is measure of angle ABC. So what I have proved? This angle is congruent to this angle, that is angle BAF congruent angle ABC from statement 2 and 3. What type of angles are these? So this is x, this one is y, this is FAB, and this one is ABC. These alternate angles are congruent, and therefore line AF is parallel to line BC. Reason is alternate angles test. Question number 6. A transversal EF of line AB and line CD intersects the lines at point P and Q respectively. Ray PR and ray QS are parallel and bisectors of angle BPQ and angle PQC respectively. Prove that line AB is parallel to line CD. In the figure it is given that ray PR is bisector of angle BPQ, ray QS is the bisector of angle PQC, and PR is parallel to QS. What I have to prove? I have to prove line AB is parallel to line CD. First one, solution. Ray PR is the bisector of angle BPQ. This is bisector. So this angle is congruent to this angle. Let it be x. This is equal to x degree. angle BPR is equal to angle RPQ is equal to x degree. Ray QS is the bisector of angle PQC, and therefore this angle PQS, angle SQC, let it be y degree. Now ray PR is parallel to ray QS and segment PQ is the transversal. So this angle, which is this angle, angle RPQ is congruent to angle PQS. This is the angle. What type of angles are these? These are alternate angles. Since lines are parallel, alternate angles are congruent. Angle RPQ, congruent angle PQS. Reason, alternate angles theorem. Angle RPQ is x, angle PQS is y, therefore x is equal to y. Multiplying both the sides by 2, what I will get? 2x is equal to 2y. But I know that 2x is nothing but value of this angle BPQ, and therefore angle BPQ is equal to angle 2y. 2y is measure of angle PQC, and therefore angle BPQ is congruent to angle PQC. This is angle BPQ. This is angle PQC. What type of angles are these? These are alternate angles. And what we have proved? Alternate angles are congruent. And we know that when alternate angles are congruent, lines are parallel. Therefore, line AB is parallel to line CD. The reason is alternate angles test. Today we have proved the sum of measures of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Then we have proved corresponding angle test, alternate angles test, and interior angle test. We have thoroughly solved practice set 2.2. So revise it well. In the next video, we are going to solve problem set 2. Do subscribe my YouTube channel so that you will get the notification of next video. Thank you.